I'm here this afternoon in downtown Windsor talking to the owner of Wedge Hair Salon, Sarah DeRosier. So you just moved back to Windsor after 20 years of living in London, England. What made you want to come back?
I guess I felt as I was getting older in England, I don't know, for example, I was living in a flat share that was like in this high-rise tower block, like not outside of London, but like quite far. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I was paying like $1,000 for a room in a shared house with like loads of other people, and I just thought, wow, in Windsor, like I could have my own, place for that. And it was that sort of, I don't know, I just couldn't visualize myself being 50 living in a flat chair, and I just thought, yeah, and I would come home and I just missed it, like I miss the food, I miss the small town of it. Like I find in London, like there's like 9 million people, you're completely anonymous. It just, I don't know, it was great when I was 21, not when you're almost 40. It just kind of, my values changed, I think, and family too, like I have a sister that's in England with 2 British nieces, but I have nieces here too and nephews, and I don't know, I felt torn too, And then my grandmother passed at the end of June, so it was really nice that I could be there for her, and I'm glad I wasn't over there when all that happened. And yeah, I don't know, I just wanted to come home.
So you started your hairdressing career in Windsor.
Yeah.
So do you think that was maybe part of the reason why you also wanted to come back here?
To come back?
Yeah.
I don't know, when I was in England, like I would read a lot about like Detroit and how a lot of artists can come here and you don't have to compete against all like the kind of big chain things, I would say. Like being independent in a city that's not like stupid expensive is quite a good thing, So like, for example, like what I pay for a month here would be a week in England. And I thought, yeah, I want to go home. I want to like just set up a small studio. Like I don't feel I have to, like obviously I'm working hard, but it's not such a intense struggle as there, like you're fighting for space, and it's, here I feel more, I can work on my own schedule, and
So being located right downtown, you're kind of in the heart of Windsor's art and culture. Do you think that helps your business?
Yeah. I think being opposite Milk has been great. Like I've got a lot of clients from there, and art sites just there, and I love the river there. Like if I have a lunch break, I'll just go for a walk, and I really like this. I feel like this little block of Windsor almost has that New York-y kind of feeling. It's very small, but it's there. And I quite like that. And I apprenticed around the corner, so this is sort of my old stomping ground.
Where was your first job?
Well, I worked on, my ex-boss used to own that shop across the street called Act One, and she had just closed that. And then I worked up at Inasia on Polisher, and she was renting a chair there, so I apprenticed under her and another stylist. He's now in Toronto. So I did that for years, and then when I was 21, after my qualifications, I went to England. And yeah.
So when you first started hairdressing, did you know right away that it was something you wanted to do permanently?
Oh yeah. I knew. I remember, I think I was about 15, and I had big permed hair, and I went to this hairstylist in Tecumseh where I grew up, and she cut my hair into a bob. And I remember watching her cut hair, and she had like the music on, and she just looked like she was having a good time. And my dad at that time would be like, you better choose something you want to do that you're going to enjoy. And I thought, yeah, he's right, and I thought, I walked out of that shop and I went, that's it, I want to do hair. I love that you can be yourself, like you can wear what you want, say what you want, play the music you want. It's not, it's creative, it's quite therapeutic,
Yeah, I feel that hairstyling is almost like a art practice in itself.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Would you consider yourself an artist?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it just, the canvas changes all the time. You know what I mean? Like, even if you have a regular client, it changes. And yeah, it's different than like, I guess painting and painting. It's more personal, you know, but it's evolving all the time, right?
Which hairstyle, if any, do you find most entertaining to cut?
I really enjoy doing color. I like cutting. I like both. I'm kind of all round. I don't like to be pigeonholed as like, I don't want to just do blow dries or just do updo. I like the variety. I like the difference. Yeah.
How do you feel that Windsor's art community compares to London's?
It is pretty good here, you know, like it's, I don't know, like obviously London, like, do you know what, when I moved to England in 97, it's so different to what it is now. Like there were areas that were complete, like, you just would never go there, and they, all of a sudden they're like more expensive than Chelsea within like 10 years. Like that's crazy. I don't know. It's so much faster there. I don't know. I prefer this. I don't know. Maybe I just was there too long, I guess, you know. How do I compare that to here? Yeah, it's good here. There's some great artists. Like I've met, you know, this girl that makes these roses out of duct tape, and you know, I don't know. There's, I like that. But you get that too in England. Don't get me wrong. Like it's very, very, very cultural. It's incredible, you know. Like, I don't know, there's that music festival called Glastonbury, and that you get like artists from all kinds. Yeah, they're both great. England's great, Canada's great, you know. Yeah, it was a great experience.
Do you feel that you had a culture shock coming back?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Like I was saying that last night to my friends, like I noticed what I do is like I go on the wrong side of the car, like where I did that over there, because over here we drive this way and over there, and like, and now I'm back, I'm like, oh, you know, little things like that. Or like I'll wake up and I think I'm still in England. Yeah, I think I was gone long enough to, I lived there almost as long as I lived here, so it was, yeah, I had a client and she said, what you're experiencing is counterculture shock, you know, and yeah, it is, like, and this isn't the city that I left, like the casino wasn't even built. There's a whole generation of people that were born when I left, and they're like, I'm now doing their hair and they're teenagers, so it's kind of strange. It's strange because when I was here, I felt like I knew everybody. Do you know what I mean? And I don't now, so it's like I'm filtering through slowly. But
how long have you been back?
I got home mid-March, so it's like 4 months. The shop's been open 3 months. Yeah, I did my first haircut April Fool's Day.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you pull a prank on them?
No, he was my best friend, so it was cool.
Okay, well, thanks for the interview. And yeah, everyone get your haircut at Wedge Hair Salon, the coolest hair salon in the city.
Oh, thanks.